try and look at this from a completely different mindset change. It's looking at it for our engineers and our navigators on board to try and look at things from a standpoint of it's not oil, it's actually gas. When you start dealing with oil ships, like what we've done recently with our dual fuels, petroleum ships, is that you have to actually change the mindset of the folks on board to try and look at it from a very different standpoint. Yes, we do train our guys, and we have this advantage in Eagle Star and the MIC group that we're able to actually utilize the folks' experience from the LNG vessels that we operate for the last so many decades.
From the safety perspective of the engine itself, there is not much difference. Where safety differs, I would say, is on the gas supply part and the gas storage part to the engine. There is a certain level where the economics change, let's say, where membrane tanks become more economically viable, or at below certain level, it's type C tanks, for example, which are more economically viable. So first thing, know your trade, and then size your tanks needs, and then select your tanks.
We've been talking for a number of years now. We know what we need to do. We know why we need to do it. I think where we are now as an industry, and clearly with this discussion, is really getting down into the detail of how we do it. But largely, particularly when we talk about the hydrogens and the ammonias and the nuclears of this world, largely a prescriptive rule requirement doesn't exist for any of the fuels that the industry is talking about today. And one of the things that actually has accelerated in the industry during the pandemic has been the use of data and remote maintenance, or at least remote understanding of the key maintenance that needs to be done, thanks to the improvement in data transmission and data analytics that we're now getting from the world fleet.
The assumptions there that there is technical uncertainty and there is regulatory uncertainty is true. The economic uncertainty that goes with it obviously is driven by the spread between the LNG price, if it is LNG that you're looking at, and oil prices. And it is true, this time last year, we were in a very different place to where we are now. We need to look at solutions that are available today. Yes, in the ideal world, we get zero carbon solutions, but we are very far away from that. We just need to accept that reality. If you take a lender's perspective, they'll want to make sure that at the end of the term that they're looking at, that the vessel is depreciated, the loan is amortized to a level that is consistent with a non-dual fuel alternative, a traditional alternative. I mean, that will be how they'll look at it.